Hey guys, it is Mark Coe for 16th of April. Wanted to take a look at some of the trade opportunities available today. From the U.S. Open report, crude oil was a sell bias to start our U.S. morning, and the levels I had to work against were 66.85. What I have highlighted down here is support number one. Again, this comes from the U.S. Open report, so this comes out about 7:30 Eastern. Support 66.15, resistance 66.85, and then we were sell biased to start the US session. So here is your move up to 66.85. You see it gets through by about 12 ticks, comes off um, just under 50 ticks. So again, 50 ticks per contract, you're looking at a $500 move right there. If you miss at that time, you get a second opportunity at it, trades right to 88, and then comes off to 13. So that's a $750 75 tick one contract move. Again, what I'm showing you here is something intraday based on the bias and then the levels to act at. So this is all laid out for you at 7:30 a.m. This occurs at 9:30. This occurs at 10:30. So plenty of heads up. Again, not a bad little range here in crude oil. Um, a couple tradable moves, that really captured the range there. Take a look at E-mini. So E-minis to start the U.S. session were on a sell bias. Two real spots to look at. Well, I say two. This was our resistance zone number two, 26.87. I was really more concentrated between 75 and 80, and there were two rotations off of that. So first we traded 77. 77 comes off 11 points, so 11 S&P points on the first move. Again, right back to it. This one not nearly as large of a rotation. This is about 8 points. So you get 11 points on that rotation, 8 points on this rotation, and then we finally break the 80. And again, resistance number two. So the two spots in the S&P that I was looking at, resistance 75 and then 87. Again, that's from the U.S. Open report. So that's where the 87 comes from, and you see the high on the day is 87. From 87, we traded back to 76. So a couple rotations, and for me, the sell bias disappeared above 80. But that level was still fine to work against. It just didn't come with the bias at that stage of the game. So it was based more on short term if you were to look at it. Again, from the U.S. Open report. The other thing I wanted to bring your attention to, just something I've talked about the last week or so, pound dollar has been in a long bias, long count, which just completed. And I'll show you what that looks like. And I'll show you this because this was a real nice rotation. There were a couple points in here where the pound very short term went sell bias, but for the most part, this is the move I'm looking at. So the long bias started on the morning of Friday, 6th of April. The two spots where it kind of challenged that and actually played back and forth was right in here. And again, the idea being you don't really get hurt to get out of it to the short side. And then I think we also went short side right up in here into 43. So this is the completion, but from this 40-35 long, we traded 300 points. Again, this is more of a trend type move or swing type. I would call it like that, swing type move. And within that, a 300-point move, all based in one direction. The two little short moves were probably no more than 20 to 25 ticks each. So you could probably deduct 50 off of the long trade. But that did come to a completion. So we'll wait for the next setup here in the pound, and hopefully it'll continue to deliver us that volatility. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great day for 16th of April. It is Mark Coe, and cheers. We'll chat with you soon.